Hi there, welcome to Seasons Change. My name is Luann and welcome to my kitchen today. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you one of my all-time favorite cobbler recipes. This is a made from scratch recipe that only takes a few minutes, and I'm sure it'll quickly become one of your family's favorites. Take a look at how luscious and moist and delicious this cobbler looks. So if you've been on the hunt for the perfect cobbler recipe that can be made from scratch but not take all day and be so complicated, then this video is going to be for you. For joining me today. I am really excited to share this recipe with you. It is 100% made from scratch, but that doesn't mean it has to be complicated. You're going to see in the next few minutes just how easy this recipe is, and you can, with all honesty, say that you made it from scratch with your own two hands. No store-bought packages are involved in this recipe, and this recipe is going to perfectly complement any of your favorite berries or fruits. Well, if all of that sounds good to you, then I say let's go ahead and get started on this recipe. And the very first thing we're going to do is, of course, go over the ingredients. The first ingredient that you're going to need that is not pictured here is 1 stick of butter. The next ingredient is 1 cup of flour, a 1/2 cup of white granulated sugar, a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of milk, preferably whole, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and for this recipe I used 1 15-ounce can of sliced peaches that have been drained, but feel free to use any of your favorite pie fillings or fresh berries. Step number 1 is to take that stick of butter and melt it in your casserole dish. If you don't use a microwave, you can absolutely do that separately. Now while that's happening, let's go ahead and mix our other ingredients, starting with the 1 cup of flour. Then add your 1/2 cup of white sugar. To that, add the 1/2 cup of brown sugar. This can be light or dark, totally up to you. This is your 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And lastly, for the dry ingredients, is going to be your cinnamon. Now with a spoon or a whisk, just go ahead and combine all of those dry ingredients together till it's very well incorporated and there are no lumps. Now it's time for that one wet ingredient, and that is going to be your cup of milk. Again, just combine that well so that there's no lumps and everything is very well incorporated. This is not going to be a thick batter. Now we're going to go grab that casserole dish with the melted butter, and to that we're going to go ahead and pour your batter right on top. Now you're not going to want to stir these two ingredients together, but you are going to want to spread it gently to the corners just to make sure that it's evenly spread throughout the dish. Finally, it's time to add the fruit, pie filling, or berries of your choice. Okay, and I like to finish mine out by putting a little sprinkle of cinnamon on top. And now we're ready to bake. You're going to bake it for 30 minutes at 350 degrees, and this is your final result. Okay, well, I hope that you enjoyed that because I feel it was just as simple as I said it was going to be. And I truly believe that after the first bite of this cobbler, it is going to be one of your favorites and your family's favorites. Well, if you enjoyed watching this video, the best way that you can let me know that is to give it a big thumbs up. I also would love to hear from you in the comments down below. Do you have one cobbler mix that you stick to, or do you like to branch out and try new things? Either way, I hope that at least this once you'll give this cobbler recipe a try. Well, friends, thank you so much for joining me today in my kitchen, and I hope that if you're just passing by, you'll go ahead and take a few minutes to hit that subscribe button because I'd love to hear from you in the future. Now, before you go, be sure to check out that description box below where I'm going to list the recipe and other channel information. Thanks again, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!